Hi everyone, so today I'm gonna guide you through a tutorial of creating a simple Node.js server using Express framework. I'm Elias Shelby and I'm a web developer from Tunisia. So with no further ado, let's jump to the tutorial. So I'm gonna fire up my terminal and I'm gonna initialize my npm folder right here with npm init-y to say yes for all options. Great. So I'm gonna clear my terminal, and as you can see here, after executing the npm init command, it created as a package.json file. Great. So now we're gonna install our Express framework in NodeMon, which is a dependency for auto refresh. When you save or create new file on your server, you don't need to restart your server again and again and again. It automatically refreshes it for you. So I'm gonna install Express and NodeMon. So npm I, short for install, and Express space NodeMon, and hit enter. We're gonna wait till it finishes installing, and while it waits, we're gonna create a file called index.js. It's index, I'm sorry, and it's gonna be index.js. index.js. Great. So it finishes installing right here, and what we're gonna do is to go to this package.json file and delete this test script and change it with a start script. We're gonna use double quotes right here, start, and our start script will be nodemon index.js, because index.js is gonna contain our server. Control S, we save, and then we go back to our index.js file. The first thing to do is to we're gonna import our Express framework. So constant express is equal to require express. Second, we're gonna create a variable containing our port. We're gonna call it port, and we're gonna listen, or our server is gonna listen to port 9000. Great. After that, we're gonna create a constant called app, and our app will take our express with parentheses. So we're using express as a method right here to create our server. So now we can simply just type app.listen. So we're gonna listen, and if you ask me on what, we're gonna listen on our port, which is port 9000. We hit Control S, we save. Then let's test our start script with npm start, and let's see if our server is okay. Great. We see here nodemon starting node index.js, so our server is running. And I'm gonna add a few things right here. And the first thing is, what if we're gonna deploy our server? So we're not gonna listen on the same port, so we're gonna add here process.env.port in capital case. Or if we're on local, we're gonna listen on our port 9000. Another thing that I'm gonna add right here is, if we have an error, I'm gonna use an arrow function. If we have an error, the simplest thing to do is to display that error. So if we have an error, so we're gonna console.error, console.error, our error that occurred while starting our server. Else, we're gonna just display a simple message that says, so console.log, I'm gonna use template literals right here. So I'm gonna say in my message, server listening on port. I'm gonna add a dollar sign and curly brackets right here, and I'm gonna pass the port that we created, the port variable, which is gonna listen. We mean by port, we're gonna listen on our port 9000. So Control S, we're gonna save. And as you can see here, server listening on port 9000, which is the same message that we logged right here. Thanks for watching. Next time we're gonna focus on routes and middlewares. Till next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you all people, and peace.